This movie just looks so beautiful. I mean, we talked about it when the teaser trailer came out at San Diego Comic Con. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. It just looks like a beautiful film. And now that we have this second trailer, the official trailer, it's it still looks like an amazing movie. But this is such a different trailer. You know, the trailer we got at Comic Con, it was that was more so the Chadwick Boseman trailer, the trailer that really showed how this film is a tribute to Chadwick Boseman and how his presence is still going to be felt in this film. Whereas this official trailer, this feels like the normal, like kind of superhero trailer that really showcases the action and everything, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, I love the trailer, but it's just different from the first one. So anyway, today tickets do go on sale, so that's why we're getting this new trailer. And we did also get the official poster also, which looks beautiful. I mean, everybody's always complaining about like, oh, the floating head poster, and that's basically what we got here. But I like the kind of different design, how we have our heroes of Wakanda up front, on top, of course, Shuri being front and center. She is the lead of this film. You also, of course, have Nakia and Baku, our Queen Ramonda, and Okoye with, of course, the Black Panther cowl helmet in the background. That looks to be T'Challa's Black Panther helmet. So again, just showing that his presence is going to be felt here. And then you have on the flip side, you have Atlantis because, of course, they're underwater. They come up from underwater to the surface land. So I like that they're upside down. You got Namor with his amazing, beautiful looking headdress, as well as Namora and also Atuma. So this is a great looking poster. But anyways, guys, we are going to go ahead and jump into this and break down the official trailer for Marvel Studios' Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. So, of course, we begin with the classic Marvel Studios logo. Got the nice silver going on there. And we have the funeral of T'Challa. We still have no idea how he's going to die, how they're going to explain that or anything, but we know that T'Challa, as a character, has passed away in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I love that they have his helmet here. They have his helmet at the funeral. It's really sad and heartbreaking. You can see Ramonda and Shuri there together. You can see that as a culture they wear white to funerals. So that's just beautiful. And you can see like this shot we saw in the teaser trailer, but it's just such a beautiful shot seeing that's one of the things that a lot of people, including myself, loved about the first film, was just the showcase of the culture and the world of Wakanda. And we've been told that we're going to be seeing even more of that in this movie, and you can see that just here from this funeral, and it's just so beautiful. It's like a celebration of life. So I really love that. And meanwhile, we have Namor, who's doing a little bit of a voiceover here. Of course, Tina Huerta is playing the character in this film. Live action debut of Namor the Submariner. He looks great here. And this seems to be kind of an origin showcase for him in this shot. And then back to the funeral with Shuri, the tattoos on her hands, of course, doing the Wakanda Forever sign. That's just great to see. And you can just see the pain on her face. This can be a really, really emotional film. I mean, I cried watching the teaser trailer. I didn't cry watching this one, but I'm definitely going to cry watching the movie, like, for sure, 100%. And, of course, that mural of Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa, also was in the teaser trailer, but it's just, I just love that. That's so cool looking. And then Namor, back to Namor. This trailer also really puts a spotlight on Namor the Submariner. You can see him with the headdress on, floating down to his throne, which is the jaw of a megalodon, which is just like the coolest throne to ever have. So you can see him down here in Atlantis, and he's the king. He is the ruler of Atlantis, and he is ready to strike against the surface. So we have just this beautiful shot here of Okoye, again, just tears in her eyes, and the empty throne room, because that is, of course, where T'Challa sat there in the first movie, and now he's gone. Now they don't have a leader. Wakanda has no leader. And so then we go back to the ship here, which we got a brief look at in the teaser trailer as well, where we know that some Wakandans are going to be working, and then some sort of military presence comes in to most likely try and steal the vibranium that they're working with. Now, meanwhile, as this is all going on, we also have a voiceover from M'Baku, who is talking about Namor. And you can see a great shot here of the mountains where M'Baku resides, of course, with the Jabari tribe. And he's talking about how Namor they don't call him king. They don't call him general. They don't call him their leader. I don't remember what the official name was that they actually called him, but it was something crazy that was like another name for like winged serpent or something along those lines. And then of course transitions to another shot of his birth, which we saw in the teaser trailer. But then we get to see him actually as the feather serpent god. I can't even pronounce it. I'm looking at it right now, but yeah. You watched it, you know what they said. There's a great shot of him because, of course, Namor in the comics, he has wings on his ankles. So I was always surprised when we first saw that he's gonna have that in the movie. But I was, of course, super excited because that's super comics accurate. But he looks great here. I mean, he can swim and fly. I mean, that's double trouble right there. And here's a nice shot of the military people coming in and attacking the ship. Again, we got Wakandans on board, and Shuri is seeing that there's been a void left in Wakanda after her brother's death, and she now has to fill that void. And this shot, I have a huge theory about, because you have Queen Ramonda, she is looking out, and I believe that is Riri Williams next to her. Now, the interesting part about this, they're looking out the window, but if you watch this part in the trailer, you can see in the reflection, Namor is staring back at them. He is floating in front of the window, and you can see that he actually lunges, and it cuts away before you actually get to see him do it, but he takes a spear, and he is about to stab it through that window. So does this possibly mean that we're going to be seeing the death of Queen Ramonda? I could totally see that, and that's honestly a big theory that I have going into this film. But you can see right here, you can see the movement in the background of Namor right there. You can see the reflection. He's getting ready to spear. She does not move. She does not flinch. Is she maybe accepting death at this point? Her whole family is gone. I mean, she mentioned in the first trailer that her whole family died. We know, of course, Shuri's alive, but maybe she runs away or she thinks she's dead. So she may think that she has nothing left to live for. November 11th. And you get a nice shot there of the Atlanteans swimming about. A confrontation between Queen Ramonda and Namor the Submariner. We got a brief glimpse of this in the teaser trailer, but just the menace, the evil in his eyes. But at the same time, Namor isn't a villain. He's just doing what he thinks is best for his people. He's trying to take a stand. And then we have a nice shot of our heroes here. We have Ironheart up in the sky. This, I believe, is going to be the proto-suit of Ironheart, which we've seen in some various promo art and merchandise so far. And then we have, I'm assuming, Okoye and Nakia. I don't know that for a fact, but it's just bringing me back to in the first movie when we had the whole car chase scene with Claw. So getting some callbacks to that. And then moving on to Ramonda again at the UN, as she was in the first trailer. That's when she gave that really powerful speech about how her whole family is gone. And just such a powerful moment. I love that right there. This one is another quite an interesting moment because you see, first of all, Wakanda is being flooded, and we'll talk more about that in a second, but you can see Okoye is saving this child. Now, this could be just some random child, but there has been some rumors going around that we may possibly see the son of T'Challa. So, supposedly, between the events of Endgame and this movie, Nakia and T'Challa had a child, or possibly even before that, possibly in between Black Panther and Infinity War, she got pregnant, maybe she wasn't snapped, and during that time, she gave birth. That would make kind of sense. Now, I don't know for sure, but a lot of people have just been theorizing that, this may possibly be T'Challa's son. And of course, would one day go on to be the new Black Panther. And this is another interesting one because you have Shuri and Okoye. They're like crying in each other's arms. You have M'Baku kind of holding them up, and I feel like, obviously there's going to be a lot of crying in this movie over T'Challa's death, but this could also be in reaction to, again, what I'm theorizing about with Ramonda's death. And then you get a great shot of Namor actually doing some stabbing. I'm not sure if this is him stabbing Ramonda or if this is somewhere else. It looks to be on one of the Wakandan ships. And then here we have Wakanda being flooded, which is exactly what Namor did in the comics a couple years ago. So you have that going on there. A nice translation from the comic book pages to now the big screen, and just him flying around with those feather wings on his ankles are just so cool. You have some great shots of Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, in here. This is going to be her MCU debut leading into her Disney Plus series. You don't get a great shot of her suit here. This is a shot of, I believe, her final suit, which we've seen in merchandise from the official Marvel Legends figure. This is what Ironheart is going to look like in the movie. So I'm really excited to see that like actually officially in action at some point. And then we have Atuma, who I feel like may actually be kind of the real villain of this movie, because he's always been a big Marvel villain in the comics. And so for him to just being like a henchman under Namor, especially with how Namor, you know, he's more of an anti-hero, he is not a fully fledged villain, it may end up being Atuma being the real big bad of this film. Nakia looking great. We don't have too many shots of her in this trailer, but she has this great green and blue outfit on here, which we've also seen in various merchandise and action figures. Here's a nice moment between Ramonda and Princess Shuri, or soon-to-be Queen Shuri. Ironheart again, Riri Williams just saying let's go. You know, she's having fun going up, getting her Tony Stark on, becoming Ironheart. And Baku just doing some cool fighting here. This is a beautiful shot. I believe we saw this in the teaser trailer where we have this big ship with Wakandans on it, and then you just have all the Atlantans just surrounding it. There again is Namora, the cousin of Namor. This, I think, is like a perfect ending to this trailer, because you have, again, a shot we already saw in the teaser trailer, but it's a beautiful shot with Shuri standing in the throne room. You can see that Wakanda has been flooded. There's water everywhere, but also fire. This just looks so cool. I love the look of this. She is standing in front of the throne because, of course, she is going to have to take up the throne. And when Ramonda, with her voiceover, says, "Show them who you are," that is when, of course, you get the big moment, the big reveal that Shuri is indeed the new Black Panther. You get a great, beautiful shot here of Shuri as Black Panther, which we have seen. We saw a leaked Funko Pop of this design, and she looks great here because, as you can see, obviously it's very similar to the T'Challa Black Panther design, but also very different because, you know, obviously it's more slender, it's more feminine looking. But I also love the details on the face, how you have like the white dots above the eyebrows and the forehead, because that's very similar to Shuri's design in the first movie with just her the paint that she had on her face. So I think that's really cool. I like the light up effects, the light up eyes, all that stuff. She looks really great, and I'm really loving the look of this. Again, tickets are on sale now, and that is the big ending to our official trailer for Marvel Studios' Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's just about a little over a month away, month and a week, a week and a day, I believe. So we're going in the home stretch, people. I'm assuming we're not going to get another trailer after this, but I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with this. I'm so hyped for this. This is definitely going to be one of the best movies of the year. Definitely the best Marvel movie of the year. I'm just so excited for this. It's going to be such a beautiful movie, such a beautiful tribute to Chadwick Boseman, and I'm just excited to see Namor. I'm excited to see Ironheart. I'm excited to see Shuri take on the mantle of the Black Panther, see if that actually lasts throughout the duration of the film, or if she maybe gives it up by the end. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm really excited for this. Wakanda Forever. I'm so excited. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What did you think about the official trailer from Marvel Studios' Black Panther: Wakanda Forever? Did you enjoy it as much as the teaser trailer? And do you have any last minute final thoughts, theories, or predictions for this movie? Let me know all that in the comments below. But for now, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.